Welcome back to Game On, and let's talk about what's happening out in England. Exciting times. I mentioned that, well, London was red. I didn't mention what shade of red and why I said so. Manchester United invaded London, and after having beaten City and turned Manchester red, they then got the important win against Arsenal at an important time in the season in that it gave others a chance to close the gap.
First win at the Emirates in 8 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Say that again. 8 years.
So what a performance, and all round. I mean, what a match. That's probably one of the matches of the season.
Yep.
Just the way it went from one way to the other. Arsenal taking the lead, Man United scoring 2, Arsenal equalizing. And then, I mean, the quality of the goals that was scored as well. Dogo's goal, we call that up and under,
yeah.
Up, down. Oh, sensational stuff. And then Mateus Cunha.
With the celebration match as well.
No, but I mean, what a goal to really seal it all off.
Yeah.
From where it was, people don't understand how good that goal is because it made it look so easy. But he's a good 30 yards out and he side foots it. But with the power that he uses, the technique that he on that's not an easy skill. He bends it around the defender into the corner. You know, normally guys are putting their laces through that. He literally, it's almost like he just picks his spot from 30 yards out. That was an absolutely sensational goal, worthy of winning what was a spectacular match.
It meant City and Villa had to do their business in their end, and they both did the business in picking up important wins and closing that gap.
Everyone is talking about the bottle factory that Arsenal are busy with, but last week, Villa and City gave Arsenal a chance to extend their lead. You know, because they both lost and they dropped points. Or I should say the week before, and then last week, literally now was Arsenal's chance to really just show themselves. And they lost it. Now, it went from 7 points to 4 points. The gap is now only 4 points. And we should say only because it should be more than that. And so it's going to be tough. But City and Villa did what they needed to do, kept the pressure on Arsenal. And that's what makes this weekend's games so exciting.
Talking about this weekend games, let's start off with Liverpool. Tough season. It doesn't get any easier after the disappointments of recent times, including last week. But also for the likes of City and Villa, some seriously important games. City won't have it easy against Tottenham either.
No, definitely. That's the Sunday fixture. It's going to be a tough outing. Both City and Villa play on Sunday. Villa come up against Brentford, another tough team to play against. There are no easy games. No. That's the reality. You mentioned in Liverpool, they host Newcastle United. But I love the game that we're going to be showing on SABC3 is going to be Leeds up against Arsenal. Arsenal travel away to Leeds. That game going to be interesting in itself. So there are no easy games, but Arsenal have a chance now to put pressure on the other two who play on Sunday. So they need to do the business today to really set themselves apart.
I have to ask you about Arsenal scoring in open play. The number of goals they scored from dead piece situations, we said it makes a big difference, and it has for them this season.
Massive.
But when you look at the top goal scorers list, third on that list are own goals. Do they have problems? It's been a while since their frontline players have scored in recent times as well.
Again, you know, they're forcing matches, and you do what you have to win games. And that's something that I always felt will see them across the line, because even when they're not playing well, they're able to get a result. They're able to force the result. And sometimes that's what you need. They say championship teams, the championship materials, when you're not playing well and you still find a way to win, that's what champions are made of. And that's what Arsenal is this season. So whoever scores, whether it's own goals or not, the fact they're getting the business done, and that's what they need to do against Leeds.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's interesting times out in England. Can Arsenal hold the chasing pack off? I'll tell you what, they're closing the gap, and it makes life all the more interesting going into the months of February, March, April, and then May. There's a long way to go until the end of the season. Now, we do know the show is sponsored by Hollywood Bets, and I've mentioned time and again that Hollywood Bets has given back to the beautifully South African game in the way of football, in the men's side and the women's side. But let's not forget, they've also given to other sporting codes as well. Let's find out more about those that have recently been introduced onto the Hollywood Bets Athletics Club.
While the world is asleep, some are already at work. In the quiet hours, comrades are born. The long road begins in the dark. Champions pay a price long before they receive a medal. Edward trained for moments others only dreamed about. Tete didn't chase applause, he chased discipline. In the silence and shadow, when no eyes are watching, champions are born.
Duo and partnership as ambassadors of the Hollywood Bench Athletics Club. Let's give them a big round of applause. The champions are here, ladies and gentlemen.
My name is Edward Muntiwi. I came here to be launched at the Hollywood Athletics Club.
My name is Tete Morena Dijana. I'm so happy to join the club. Joining the club, it's about growing. I need to grow as well, so it's a growing club. It was the day that I've been waiting for. It was so amazing. So the reception as well. It was for the first time being launched in my life.
The experience, what I've done today, that was something that I didn't expect. The welcome was very good. It shows that I have fallen into the right hand. I have fallen into the family.
Time flies when you're having fun, and questions will be answered this weekend. Firstly, can Arsenal keep the chasing pack at bay whilst for Kaiser Chiefs and Stellenbosch they'll battle it out with some of the best on the continent in the Confederations Cup and face each other in the Nedbank Cup? And that concludes what we have to look forward to this weekend. And keep in mind, Arsenal against Leeds live on SABC Sport this weekend as well. From myself, Susan Mapenda, Mark Haskins, Jerry Skosana, and the rest of the team behind the scenes. Until next week, click, click, bang.